Did you know that in another the anime, Yomi Town is actually based on a real life town that has same ghost events and scary incidents? Now, if that got your attention, welcome to 5 fun facts about another. Now, these are some crazy ones, not gonna lie. Some that I didn't catch while I was watching the show, and they just added more lore and more context to each scene. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Starting with number 1. Yomiyama is actually based off a real town called Yaminashi Prefecture in Tokyo, Japan. A quiet mountain town where like scary incidents had happened, and it's known for its eerie urban legends and abandoned schools, and also had a classroom incident in the 1970s, which is very spooky considering if you know the context of another. That is a very spooky thing to know about. But moving on to the second fact, the curse that is in another is based off a real-life Japanese ideology or belief called Goryo, which basically means if you don't honor the dead, they will come back and cause disasters, which really adds more story and context to this as well. Considering the fact that they kind of have to find someone that doesn't exist because they weren't honored after they died, and they end up causing havoc for the story, which I honestly really like that. Like, I might look into it off this, and yeah, it's very interesting to say the least. Number 3, Mei Misaki's eye patch isn't just an eye patch to cover her eye, but to show life and death. It represents the duality of life and death, and the fact that heterochronia, or heterochronia, I don't know how to say it, but in Japanese it symbolizes life and death and how you can live but you can also die. And it also implies that the curse isn't random, but a loop repeating through time and causing ever-ending disasters. Number 4. The doll shop scenes in another are actually predicting characters' deaths. Now, what made this interesting for me is the fact that, I remember watching the show and I was like, yeah, these dolls gotta mean something, because they kind of look similar to some of the characters that were dying in the show that you guys know about if you've watched the show. But yeah, honestly, a very interesting fact, and it's very cool to see that the author implemented something like that to further foreshadow the events that would happen in the story. But by far the spookiest one has to be number 5. The curse actually has a pattern and isn't just random deaths. Every death happens on a date that mirrors a previous year's disaster, which is very, very spooky considering when you watch the show you probably can't recognize any patterns, and it's very interesting to say the least, especially with the reveal that you have to kill the non-existent so they go back to the dead and the whole loop resets. It's a very interesting, very, very interesting thing to say the least. But the very sad fact about this is that the curse actually just keeps repeating throughout time in the Yomiyama city in another the anime. Which brings us to the end of this video, boys. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know what fact did you not know and which one do you guys think was the most interesting. But yeah, hey, we're 1,000 on TikTok, we're 1,000 on YouTube. Let's get it, let's go. Catch y'all next video. Peace.